Hello dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you subject mathematics in standard 6th. In this video, we will continue with our chapter number 5, decimal fractions. We will solve questions from practice set 14. This is part 2 of practice set 14 in which we solve question number 4, 5, 6, 7. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side. Press the bell icon also to get my recent videos. So as you all can see, the question is written as it is. We will start the solution. We will find all the distances in decimal point, decimal fraction. Okay. First we will find out distance travelled by bus. Distance travelled by bus will be equal to, it is equal to 42 kilometer, 365 meter. Now how to convert it into the decimal fraction? It will be 42 kilometer plus 365 meter, correct? It is all together, the distance is given 42 kilometer 365 meter. That means what? 42 kilometer plus 365 meter. Now 42 is in the kilometer. We want to convert this 365 into kilometer. This 365 is in meter. We will be converting it into the kilometer. So 42 kilometer we write as it is. And for the conversion of 365 meter into kilometer, what should be done? We have to divide this 365 by 1000 and then we can write it kilometer. Okay. Why we have done this? Because we know that, what we know, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, and that's why we have written it 365 meter is equal to 365 upon 1000 kilometer. Now let us convert this. This 42 kilometer we write as it is, and 365 upon 1000. What should be done? I have shown you the example in the beginning only. 750 meter is equal to 750 upon 1000 kilometer, and in decimal fraction it becomes 0.750. 3 digits are there, 3 zeros are there in the denominator. So after decimal point there should be 3 digits. So here 3 digits are there. So after decimal point we can put this 3 digits, 365 kilometer, 0.365 kilometer. What is 42 kilometer plus 0.365? It will be 42.365 kilometer. So in this way 42 kilometer 365 meter is converted into decimal fraction like 42.365 kilometer. Now we will have to convert the distance travelled by car. So let us convert. Distance travelled by car. How much distance he has travelled by car? 12 kilometer 460 meter. 12 kilometer 460 meter. This we can write as 12 kilometer plus 460 meter. It will be equal to 12 kilometer plus 460 upon 1000 meter. Okay. Then 12 kilometer as it is we write, and 460 upon 1000 means what? 0.460. 3 digits are there. So 3 zeros are there. We count from the from right to left. So 1, 2, 3. 3 digits are there. We have written 3 digits. We will put the point and then write the 0. It is kilometer. This is kilometer. Okay. We have converted into kilometer. So it becomes 12.460 kilometer. Okay. When we add this to, what we will get? We get 12.460 because in 12 decimal point is not there. So we put decimal point and then we can write the zeros. And here point below point we can write point below point. On the right hand side 460 is there. On the left hand side 0 is there. When you add this, what you get? 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 6, 6, 0 plus 4, 4, point below point, and 12 plus 0 is 12. So in this way we get answer 12.460 kilometer. Now next we will convert the distance traveled by walking. So how much distance he traveled by walking? He walked 640 meter. So distance traveled by walking. Is equal to, it is only in meter given, 640 meter. We want to convert it into kilometer, so 640 upon 1000 kilometer, so it will be 0.640 kilometer. So in this way we have converted all these three distances into decimal fraction. First distance traveled by bus is 42.365 kilometer. Second distance traveled by car is 12.460 kilometer. Third distance traveled by walking is 0.640 kilometer. We have to find out the distance all together, total of the distances. So what we have to do? We have to write Avinash traveled all together. The distance traveled all together by Avinash. So let us write. Distance traveled all together by Avinash. First he has traveled distance by bus. How much he has traveled? 42.365. Okay, point. Here I have written the point. Then second distance he traveled is by car, 12.460. So I will be writing by car. 12.460. You have to write point below point. Write it properly, very carefully. And then by walking or by walk. How much? 0.640. So here I write 0.640. And all together we have to find. That means what we have to do? We have to add all these distances. Add. Here also we can write addition sign. And now we can add all the distances. Yes. So 5 plus 0 plus 0 is 5. 6 plus 6 plus 4 is 16. 6 written, 1 carrying. 3 plus 1 4. 4 plus 4 8. 8 plus 6 14. 4 written, 1 carrying. Point below point. Yes. 2 plus 2 4. 4 plus this carrying 1 is 5. And then 4 plus 1 is 5. Here no digit is there, so we write 5. So in this way we have got total of the distance traveled by Avinash all together. We can write answer statement. So write the answer statement. Therefore, Avinash traveled 55.465 kilometer distance all together. Here also we can write kilometer and kilometer. Okay, because we have converted into decimal fraction. So in this way we have to convert the given distances or given numbers into decimal fraction very carefully like this, and then we can find out the answer. Question number 5 is, Aisha bought 1.80 meter of cloth for her salwar and 2.25 meter of cloth for her kurta. If the cloth cost 120 rupees per meter, how much must she pay the shopkeeper? So she has brought the cloth for her salwar as well as she has brought the cloth for a kurta. So first let us find out how much total cloth is bought by Aisha together for salwar and kurta together. And then we can find out the total cost she paid for this cloth to the shopkeeper. Okay, so first we will have to find out total cloth she bought. Let us see. Solution we write total cloth bought by Aisha. How much total cloth she bought? She bought cloth for salwar and cloth for kurta. So let us write is equal to cloth bought for salwar plus cloth bought for kurta. Okay, so how much cloth she bought for salwar? She has bought 1.80 meter plus how much she bought for kurta? 2.25. See that the point should come below point and all the digits on the right hand side should be one below other. The digits on the left hand side should be one below other. So see that it should be written very carefully. So she has bought together how much cloth? Let us add. 0 plus 5 is 5. 8 plus 2 is 10. 0 written. 1 carrying. So 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4. So 4.05 meter cloth she bought all together. Now the cost of cloth is 120 rupees per meter. So we write here cost of cloth is 120 rupees per meter. What is the meaning of 120 rupees per meter? That means for 1 meter the cost is 120 rupees and she has brought 4.05 meter of cloth. So how much amount she has to pay? So total cost of the cloth is total cost of the cloth will be equal to rate of cloth. Rate means this cost of 1 meter. Okay, rate of cloth multiply by total cloth. Correct. So what is the rate of cloth? It is 120 rupees per meter. And how much total cloth she has brought? 4.05. So we have to multiply 120 by 4.05. Let us multiply. I will be writing the numbers one below other. 120 multiply by 4.05. Now this multiplication is there in the next exercises, next practice sets. I will be explaining in short here. So when we multiply, while doing the multiplication, just think that this decimal point is not there. It does not exist. Okay, just multiply by all the digits. First we will multiply by 5, then by 0 and then by 4 to 120. And afterwards we will put decimal point in the answer in the end. Okay, so let us first multiply by 5. 5 zeros are 0. 5 twos are 10. 0 written, 1 carrying. 1 carrying, I will be writing with pencil. Okay, here I have written 5 twos are 10. 0 written, 1 carrying. 5 ones are 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, 600. Now for multiplying by 0, we first put cross mark below the unit place 0. Then 0 into 0 is 0. 0 twos are 0. 0 ones are 0. Okay. Now we have to multiply by 4. We will be putting 2 cross because 4 comes after these two numbers, 2 digits. Okay, this is third digit. At hundreds place, if you want, you can say like that. But here decimal point is there, so we cannot say. It comes after 2 digits. That's why we have to put 2 crosses over here. Now 4 zeros are 0, 4 twos are 8, 4 ones are 4. We will add. Let us add 0, 0, 6 plus 0 plus 0 is 6, 0 plus 8 is 8, and 4, single 4 is there, so 4. Now where to put a point? Here in this number, after point 2 digits are there. So in answer also there should be 2 digits after point. So I have to put a decimal point here. So after point there should be 2 digits. 486.00. After point, if 0 is there, it doesn't have any value. 486.00 means 486. 486.00 means 486. Always keep this in mind. If after point all zeros are there, all zeros, no other digit, then it does not have any value. So we don't write this decimal point also, and we don't write this 0 also. 486.00 means 486 rupees. So how much amount she has to pay to the shopkeeper? She must pay 486 rupees to the shopkeeper. Therefore, answer statement we have to write: Aisha must pay 486 rupees to the shopkeeper. In this way, we have to write the answer and this full solution. Now question number 6. Sujata bought a watermelon weighing 4.25 kg. This is total weight of watermelon. A full watermelon weighing 4.25 kg. This is given in the decimal fraction. Now what is given next? She gave 1 kg 750 g. G means gram. 1 kilogram 750 gram. This much watermelon she gave to children. From 4.25 she gave this much watermelon to the children. Okay. So this is not in the decimal fraction. We have to convert these numbers into decimal fraction first. This quantity into decimal fraction, and then what we have to find out, how much of it does she have left. She has brought the watermelon weighing 4.25 kg. Then this much watermelon she gave to the neighborhood children from total watermelon. Now what we have to find out, how much watermelon is left with her. That means what we have to do, we have to subtract the weight of watermelon she gave to the children from the total weight of watermelon. Then only we will get how much watermelon does she have left with. So let us do. First we will write the total weight of watermelon. Then we will find out how much watermelon she gave to the children. And then we will subtract the weight of watermelon she gave to the children from total weight. So let us do it. In solution, we first write total weight of watermelon. How much it is? 4.25 kg. Correct. Now she gave the watermelon to the children from total watermelon. So what we should write? Weight of watermelon given to neighborhood children. How much watermelon she gave to the neighborhood children? 4 kg 750 g gram. How to convert it into the decimal fraction? We write this as 1 kg plus 750 g. G means gram. Now 1 kg we write as it is, and for conversion of 750 gram into kilogram, what should be done? 750 upon 1000 kilogram. Why we have written this? Because we all know that 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, and that's why 750 gram is 750 upon 1000 kilogram. Now write it into the decimal fraction. This 1 kg we write as it is, 1 kg plus 750 upon 1000. In 1000 three zeros are there, so while writing into decimal fraction we have to see that after decimal point there should be 3 digits. Start counting from the right to the left, from right towards the left. So 1, 2, 3. 3 digits are there. 1, 2, 3. 3 digits are there. We put a point and then we write 0. So it is 0.750 kg. And when we add 1 kg with 0.750 kg, what we will get? 1.750 kg. When you add these two numbers, what you get? 1.750 kg. How you can get it? Here I will show you in rough. 1. In 1 there is no decimal point. So after 1 we have to put a decimal point, and we can add as many zeros as we want. Because in 750 after decimal point 3 digits are there. So I have written 3 zeros after decimal point. Now we have to add 0.750. So write 0.750, point below point, and when add 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 55, 0 plus 7, 7, point below point, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So in this way we get answer 1.750 here, 1.750 kg. So this is the weight of watermelon she gave to the children. Now how much watermelon is left with her? So we will write weight of watermelon left with Sujata is equal to total weight of watermelon minus weight of watermelon given to children. Okay. So what is the total weight of watermelon? Total weight of watermelon is 4.25 kg. How much she gave to the children? 1.750 kg. Now subtract. We all know how to subtract this. So let us subtract. We write both the numbers one below other. 4.25 minus point below point. Right hand side numbers, digits should be written on the right hand side. 750 are the right hand side digits. So I write 750. Left hand side is 1. So I write 1. Now in 4.25 only 2 digits are there after decimal point on the right hand side. I can add 1 0 here. Now 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. 2 minus 7 cannot be done. We have to write 12. 12 minus 7 is 5. Point below point. We have written 12 here. That means 1 is borrowed from 4. So 3 remaining. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2.500 kg of watermelon is left with Sujata. So write the answer statement. We have to write carefully. Therefore, weight of watermelon left with Sujata is 2.500 kg, kilogram. Now see children, 2.500 kg means 2.5. After decimal point on the right hand side, if zeros are there, it doesn't have any value, because after decimal point one digit is there and after that zeros are there. So if zeros are there, it doesn't have any value, we don't write those zeros. So 2.500 kg means 2.5 kg. Okay, now let us solve the next sum. Next question is, Anita was driving at a speed of 85.6 km per hour. So she was having very high speed, and every road has certain speed limit. What is the speed limit of the road on which she was driving? The road had a speed limit of 55 km per hour. That means in 1 hour the vehicle should cover only the distance of 55 km. It should not go beyond that. But she was covering 85.6 km of distance in 1 hour. So she has to reduce the speed. By how much should she reduce her speed to be within the speed limit? What should be done to find out the speed she has to reduce? What should be done? Her original speed and speed of the road. We have to subtract the speed of road from the original speed. We will get the quantity of speed she has to reduce to be within the speed limit. So let us do the subtraction. For that, let us see that both these numbers should be in the decimal fractions. So start the solution. Original speed of vehicle in which Anita was driving. What is the original speed? It is 85.6 km per hour. What is the speed limit of road? Speed limit of road is 55, only 55 km per hour. So only 55 is there. After 55 no meter is there. 55 km, that means what? 55.0. We can put a decimal point and then we can write 0. 85.6 km per hour, and speed of road is, speed limit of road is 55.0 km per hour. Now what we have to find out? How much should she reduce her speed to be within the speed limit? So speed to be reduced by Anita to be within the speed limit. She has to be within the speed limit, and for that she has to reduce the speed of her vehicle. So it will be equal to original speed at which Anita was driving minus speed limit of road. So what is the original speed limit of Anita on which she was driving? It is 85.6, and minus what is the speed limit of road? It is 55.0. Now let us subtract 85.6 minus 55.0. Very easy. 6 minus 0 is 6. Point below point, decimal point. Okay. Then 5 minus 5, 0. 8 minus 5 is 3. 30.6 km per hour. So this much speed she has to reduce to be within the speed limit of that road. So let us write, therefore Anita should reduce her speed by 30.6 kilometer per hour to be within the speed limit. In this way, we can find out the answer, and writing answer statement or writing all this statement in each and every question is very, very important, because these questions are word problem, and in word problem we have to write the statement in our solutions. Okay, so you have to see that all these statements should be written very properly in the solution of these questions. We have completed part 2 of practice set 14. We have solved question number 4, 5, 6 and 7. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.